Hi everyone and welcome to today's database tutorial. Today we're going to look at how to design queries. A query is just a question really that we're asking the database, and we already looked at how to create questions in a previous tutorial. For example, I'm going to choose UK here in my database table. This table is my social data table. And I'm just going to go to the UK cell here, right click and do a text filter. And I'm just going to do a quick one here, equals UK. Boom. So this really is a query. I'm asking the database, please show me all of the people who are from the UK. And this is the result that I get. So this is actually a query. So let's clear the filter. And I'm going to show you another way, and I'll try and explain to you why this is a good way to do it. So let's go to the Create tab. It's next to the Home tab, Create, and we're going to create a new query design. Now the first thing it's going to ask us to do is to select the table of data that we want to work with. So there's our table. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fields. There are 9 fields of data. Brilliant. I can't remember how many records there are, but it's not important right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the fields that I want my query to display. So I want to see the first name, I want to see the last name, and I also want to see the location. But I only want to see the location of people in the UK. Ooh, the expression you entered has invalid dots. Really? Dots are invalid? Well, I know through experience that when I'm working with text, and UK is text, it's not a number, when I'm working with text in databases, double quotation marks are very helpful. So this time we didn't get an error. So this is the criteria. I'm looking in the location field of the database, and I'm looking for everyone who is from the UK. And if we run that, whoa, there's nobody? Wait a minute. Let's go back and look at the table, the social data table. Location, yep. Well, there's loads of people from the UK. What's going on? Oh, right. It's just UK, isn't it? It's not U.K. So I'm going to go back to Design View, and I'm going to change that to UK and run it again. See what happens. That's better. Brilliant. Now, this way of creating queries is useful because we can save them. Brilliant. So we can save them and run them anytime we want. Very convenient. So this query, I'm going to call it query. This is just how I do it. Query UK. So this is my UK query. And look what happens over on the left side. We get a new queries section appears, and it will list all of the queries that I'm designing for my database. Now that I've saved it, I'm going to close it. And I'm going to design another one. This time I want to know all of the people who are from the UK or the USA. So this time we have 2 criterias, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways of putting this into the query design. Remember, our first query row is here, so I'm going to type in UK. But I also want to deal with the USA, so I can come down to the next row, which means or, UK or USA. And when I run that, we get all of the information from the database related to the UK and the USA. So I'll just show you another way to do that. Let's go back to Design View. You could put all of this on one line actually. You can type in UK, let's just start from the beginning. UK space or USA. So Microsoft Access recognizes this keyword or, okay? And when we run that, we get the same result. So that's another way to set up a query with multiple criteria. I could do it again, or Canada, the UK, or the USA, or Canada. Database table, please show me all of the people from these countries. That's the query. And there we get the result. Now before I save it, I'm just going to go back to Design View, and I want to sort this data in ascending order of location. And let's just check it. Canada, UK, USA, brilliant. Now I'm going to save it. And this is going to be QRY, UK, US, Canada. And now that I'm going to close that, look, so every time I want to run the query against the database, I can just double click on that and it will run the query for me. Very, very convenient.